I'm doing wonderful. Thank you very much. I was just waiting for someone to ask me that question. I'm very grounded. Kidding. I'm busting your chops. I love all of you. I cannot believe you're all here. This room is filled out. Why the hell would you wait in line for me? I wouldn't. I'm not gonna line that right now. More of that. So I'm a god. I don't want that responsibility, thank you very much. That sounds like a really hard job. The more things you're capable of doing, the more people expect of you. And I prefer everyone to have really low expectations, because then you can get by with doing very good things. What? I heard something like a wise crack over there. It sounded like a hi. Demigod. What is a demigod? Like, is the demigod like the crossing guard for the gods? He just like, stop crossing, thank you. That's what a demigod is. Nothing about world domination. That's another job I do not want. That requires far too much effort and forethought, and I would just prefer to I'm a very passive least resistance sort of guy. If the world wants to be ruled by me, hey, not saying if it shows up to my door knocking and saying, please give me a place to stay, I'll totally let the world in and be like, okay, you're not my best. But I'm not going to go out of my way to, like, rule the world. And more important things to do, like or read, or eat ice cream. There's an ice cream shop in this hotel. It was so evil. They know me by name up there now. Like, what flavor would you like to try this time, Mr. Tatum? I'm like, no. I'm going to start coming over there in disguise. Trench coat and glasses. I would like the Oreo explosion, please. Which, by the way, is a terrible name for an ice cream. Oreo explosion sounds like something that's going to happen in a little while. This is really good. Pardon me. Yeah, no, it's really amazing ice cream, and they have like candied apples, and you walk in there and you just totally buy everything with your eyes, and you get back to your room and you eat it, and then like you have like the foamy chocolate foam. Housekeeping's like, are you okay? You okay? I'm like, I was always that kid on the playground at school, by the way. I had all the candy, and they find me like ODing on 66. So, as I've already done for like the first 10 minutes, I can talk for freaking ever. So I'm just going to take questions and like go with this, because this is kind of how I do this, a Q&A panel where I'm just like, everyone asks me questions. And the more random and nonsensical the question, the more fun they tend to be. Let me preface all of this by saying, if I pick on you it's because you're probably wearing bright colors or you're sitting very close. My eyesight is not the best in the world. And I'm like, you look over there with the red, and I'm talking to a coat rack. So, if I don't pick on you, please don't feel that I'm like, oh, you have a stupid question. No, you look like you have a stupid question. No, it's not that. It's just because there's a lot of you and I want to get to people that, whatever. So, let's see. I saw that hand go up first. You, the blonde with the glasses. You are blonde with glasses, right? Am I seeing that correctly? You're like, no, I'm a polar bear. What's the... No, I am, like... A small request afterwards? Way to totally be the first question. Good luck. Tell you what, let me set some ground rules. Once this panel is over, and I'm like, bye everyone, thank you for coming, and you either throw raw tomatoes at me, or you scream, or whatever, we have to get out of here very quickly, so no flash mobs coming up here, because I will just run away. You will be on your own. I love you all, but it's all right, and I'm going out. No, just afterwards, yeah, what I'm going to do, I've got some free time, I'm just going to kind of wander around the town a little bit, so if you see me, by all means, come up to me. I've got pens in my pocket, I'll do some signing a little bit, for God's sake. And some stuff if you see me. If you see me, I'm hard to catch. I'm like these people. Alright, so you there, the gentleman there in the white coat that asked me how I was doing. How are you doing? I'm doing good. How old am I? I'm 35 years old. Look it up on Wikipedia. Actually, most of the stuff on Wikipedia is totally lie about me. I've never married Brenda Valencia. I don't know, that's the rumor that got started, like, but no. Yeah, I'm 35 years old. I just turned 35 like a couple weeks ago. And, thank you very much. At this point, it's like, it's more like the 6th anniversary of my 29th birthday. And let me tell you, this is a really surprising thing. Like, I always felt, when I was like your age, that being an adult would be obvious. Like, at some point, I'm going to, like, have a birthday, and I'm going to cross this very, very palatable threshold, and I'm going to, like, boom, I'm an adult now. Wow, I have responsibilities, I do this, whatever. Never happened. Never happened. It's just suddenly like, wow, I've been an adult for, like, 20 years. Clearly, anyone can get into this club. So yeah, it's never happened. I'm kind of waiting for that. It'll be 60 when I'm like, oh my god, I actually feel mature. It'll be the day before I die. Hopefully plummeting off the cliff at 80 years old in my Lamborghini. I feel really mature! Alright, let's do this other. Reminds me of a question over there. You've got the camera there in the second row.
Have you ever Googled yourself?
Now, that's not a euphemism nested in there, right? The answer would probably be yes to that, whatever that means. I have Googled myself, like in the normal vernacular. I have Googled myself. I have other people Google me and show me what they find, and I'm like, oh, that's wonderful, and I love what comes up. It's always surprising. It's like a new game every time. I'm like, why does leopards come up when you Google Tatum? I don't understand that. Yes, I Google myself like, on average, at least once a month, just once a month to see like what new crazy information I can find about myself. And I'm like, wow, I didn't know I was born in 1876. I did not know I took part in the Spanish-American War. Like, that's amazing. Apparently I helped dig the Panama Canal. Wow, I really should pay closer attention to what I do. Yeah, it's funny. Google, again, get computers. I don't trust them. They lie. It's sad. Google makes me out to be far more interesting than I actually am. Apparently, I'm married to Brina Valencia. That would be really cool. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. No, I love Brina, but she would ride my butt every day. She'd be like, you're lazy, get up. She'd kick me away. No, come on. Because how many of you see like things like Spice and Wolf or Black Butler? Everyone sees Black Butler, I assume. That's really how we act with each other. That we're method actors, apparently. It's carried over to our real life. She usually plays horrible pranks on me, abuses me, catcalls me. She's broken into my house before, rearranged my furniture. True story. Oh, it happens. She continues to berate and prank me all the time, and I'm terrible at pranking her back, so I lose. And now she just does it to make me feel stupid. She's like, I know I pranked you again and again and again, but you know, you make it so easy. I'm like, stop! I know you love me! I do, honey. Brina's love. How did I get up on that subject? Oh yeah, the Google thing. We'll figure out what that means. I don't know. Okay, question. Let's have room. You there, in front. Yes. You're like, yeah, you. No, the other you, behind you. Well, Curie doesn't ask a lot of girls out, no. But there's a very good reason for that. Curie thinks girls are gross. No, he doesn't. He looks at girls and goes, oh, that should be well put together. But they're this kind of thing. Can I ask you out? Okay, what's your name? Curie will ask you out. Well, first of all, I have to ask, how much money do you have on you? It's like, you know, everywhere you want to be, just bring pizza. What's your name? Heather? Okay, I remember that. I remember you were out there, Heather, but now I can see you. So Heather, how would Curie ask you out? Heather, you would be like, hi. Hi Heather, how are you?
I'm great.
That's wonderful. Are you having a good time at the Colossalcon?
Yeah.
That's wonderful. I'm glad I can be brought that in some way. So will this be cash, check, or children? Would you go out with me sometime?
Of course.
Sucker. All right, let's see. A question. I see there. There's a hand with one of the wristbands on. Yes, you. That was your hand. That was really weird. Like the face and the arm were like a total body length apart. How the hell did you do that? You had a question. Whoa! I'm sorry. That was a really cool trick just now. It was like he was holding up another hand with the arm next to me. That is a great trick, by the way. Please teach me how to do that at some point. Imagine that. I know, and there is nothing more amazing or gratifying than seeing how incredibly disappointed fans are. They're like, oh my god, you great guy! really, really low, and I can go really, really high and shrill and just about everything in between. The price is high because as I get older, I lose that range, just as anybody does. But yeah, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's really fun to like play characters that like don't sound anything like me, which is really fun because a lot of people don't know. Like apart from things like Zoe and Sebastian and a few like other high-profile roles, I've done like hundreds of things, and no one ever recognizes me. And I'm like, that means I'm doing a good job. It also means I get more work. Because they're like, oh, well, Tatum could do anything. Let's bring him in. I mean, there are many things I can't do. I have many, many, many limitations. But there are certain things I do very well. People are like, wow, what do you do? My own mother, not once in the almost decade I've been doing this for a living has been able to pick me up. I'll explain to her, I'll tell her, that character there, the one in the red, that's me. That's me, Mom. That's me. She's like, oh, that's wonderful. And she'll still pick another character. But that one sounds more like you. She thought I was Travis Willingham at some point. I'm like, there are worse people who can take for her. She thought I was Monica Rial. Mom, please. My own mother. And she's so mortified by that. She's like, I'm your mother. I should have it. I'm like, and study. Watch all my stuff. Get to know me. Yeah, it's really funny. And so for that reason, and so every time I'm like, we're together with my family, like, do a voice. I'm like, okay, what voice? They're like, I don't know, what are those voices? It's really, really funny. But I did voices a lot as a kid, so just I'm kind of schizophrenic. I have a lot of personalities, so acting is not very much of a stretch. I'm just like, ooh, I open up my bag of people. Who shall I be today? Yeah. So I do that when I'll go in public and stuff, and like, depending on where I am, I will be a different character. So maybe it's a character I play, maybe it's just a character I made up, but I'll be someone different everywhere I go. I'm never really real. I'm like a giant wardrobe. See, that's going to be me as an old man. I will be Isaac Dean when I'm an old man. And I get dumber. Pretty close now, but I'm a little more than Isaac, so I can't really pull it off. Oh, I love Isaac. Whenever I shop for clothes, that's the voice that comes out. Can I see those fitting rooms, please? You have this in a size 4. I just want to see if it'll fit around my leg. I know. All right, way in the back there, yes, with the...
Of the characters that you played, do you have a favorite?
Everyone asks that question. The truth is I have a lot of favorites. And Isaac Dean is certainly one of them. But the character, obviously, I mean, as an actor, I feel very, very strongly that I should love every character I'm doing, because if I can't find something to love or something that makes that character my favorite in the here and now, I feel it's a failure of my own imagination, and I don't want my imagination to fail. I keep my imagination very well fed on fantasy and delusion. And it makes acting much easier. So really, when people ask me, like, who's my favorite character, like, it really happens to be whoever I happen to be voicing at the moment. So if there's like 8, 9 characters that I'm voicing in the same day, which happens very frequently, I'm like, they're all my favorite day! But naturally, in retrospect, the characters that I go back and watch time and time again, they're characters that I would love even if I had nothing to do with bringing them to life in English. So for that reason, I think Isaac Dean is a wonderful creation, and I love that character, and would continue loving him even if he wasn't my character. I feel the same way about Kilya, I feel the same way about Lawrence and Spice Wolf, and I feel the same way about Sebastian, who I think is really amazing. I like Sebastian more as a character than I do as a real idea. If he was a real dude, I would run the hell away. I'm like, you're cute! I want none of that. No, thank you. No drama, thank you. But the truth is really all of them at some point, and they all kind of stay with me, and they all become part of this already very crowded room of personalities that are, duking it out in my head. And they come out, in car dealerships or drive-thrus, and sometimes all at the same time. That confuses the hell out of everybody. You really should see me go through a drive-thru. I'll order for like 4 people, and it's just me. I was routine all the time, like, oh, yeah. And it's like, because in real life, if I have like 4 people in the car, I'm never the guy driving that's like, no, you're all going to order. I won't drive with that! Shut up! I'm like chicken nuggets. Is it McDonald's? No, and then pull up and they're all like, Long story. Thank you. Bye. And I order multiple meals because I figured, hey, they're going to get one of them, right? They play fast and loose in the drive-thru. Especially when you hear voices, they're like, just give him whatever the hell will make him go away. Extra straw? Fine. Does he want one of our hats? Give him one of our hats. Forget about getting more than one of us in there at a time because it's like, hi. Ooh, I hope one of us showered. But they're very small, and the window in those booths tend to be just like in the door, and so you can't really see out. They can't see in unless when you're on mic, because the mic's over here, the window's over here. So it has this wonderful sense of privacy, and so I tend to be very animated. No pun intended, I tend to be very, very lively, and because I tend to use my body a lot to get the voices. I mean, when you do really crazy voices like that, you just can't help it. Certain things have to sound like your body's moving a certain way, or it sounds really flat on the screen. Again, no pun intended. So, Isaac was the first character of any depth, or any length, I should say, that I got to voice in these studios that were like, here's the mic, here's this giant wall of glass, and on the other side, the director and the recording engineer can see everything you do. And for some reason, when voicing Isaac, I mean, it's obvious, I kind of imitate what's going on in the animation, but to like the ninth power. So I'm like, and I would just take these crazy gestures. And when we're done with the tape, I would tend to freeze in position. And then, when we're done, and kind of like, oh my God, I have never seen anyone in the world do what the hell? Keep doing it, it sounds great, it's just, please don't hurt yourself. And they gave me no end of crap for doing that, and then like 20, 30 minutes later, we're still working on the same 2 episodes or something, and it just so happens that out of the blue, Isaac and Miria are both going, thank God. And I was like, no, I think you're moving so much it's infecting the animation. It's resonating into the ether and going back in time and inspiring the original animators to make Isaac look like more of an ass. That is how much of an ass you look like. But that wasn't the funniest thing that's ever happened. No, that was probably the funniest. I've passed out in the booth before. I'm going to scream really at the top of my lungs for, I know, right? Everyone's like, oh, me. Whatever, they laugh at you up there. It's like, welcome to the club. Here, they give you like a card, and you can click it, and you get 10 of those, you get like a free session. But yeah, I passed out for the first time, screaming, like doing a really crazy, like 9-second long. Now, 9 seconds may not seem like a lot of time, but try just going, for 9 seconds at the top of your voice, like your guts like, and your red and raw, and your things coming out. And you're clenching your fists going, I'm gonna make it. Was that 9 seconds? That was 2. Got it! And finally we did it, and I got to like 9.5, because I needed to give just a little bit so they could clip off. And it was 9 seconds, I'm like, And I'm like, but I didn't really pass that all the way. Like I went, like my vision goes, and then it goes, and I'm falling. And I'm falling on my butt, and I'm like, oh, okay, now that hurts. And McFarlane just kind of leans in. You alright? I don't know. Welcome to the club.